Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Early morning. It's 5 something here. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Just trying to finish up the rest of these bags and get ready to give them our brothers and sisters who live on the street, get ready to give them the materials that they need. And I will say this at first. Y'all, it's cold out here. It is cold. When I walked outside, there was frost on the ground. And the first thing my mind went to is just thanking God that we went ahead and got these sleeping bags. Because like I said, I know the people that we service, they sleep on the ground. And like I said, there's frost on the ground. It's cold out here. You see, I got this hoodie on. I don't even have a heater in here. So I know they're cold. I know they're cold. But thank God today, we're going to go out there and we're going to give them the stuff that they need to stay warm. You know, I was just in here thinking, you know, to myself, we make the gospel so hard, and we make living holy so hard, and it's not. Holiness is sacrificing for others. The Bible said in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave. He gave. He gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. God so loved the world that he gave. He sacrificed for other people who wasn't even studying him. And in 2020, somehow we've allowed holiness to morph into a denomination or some type of dress code. We made holiness about speaking in tongues. We made it about a certain type of jargon, a certain type of vocabulary. But y'all, the Lord made it simple. Holiness is about sacrifices for other people. I struggled getting up this morning. I was tired. That's why, y'all didn't see me Thursday night or Friday, because I was tired. And when I woke up this morning, I knew we had a job to do. And the devil fought me tooth and nail. He said, well, Victoria, you're still tired, trying to catch up. They can go another week without the stuff. And I struggled laying in that bed. I struggled. I was like, man, I'm tired. But the Lord reminded me, he says, but you got to think about other people. He said, yeah, you struggling in the warmth of a bed. You struggling where you can turn the heater on when you're cold. And the people you serving, you supposed to provide for, they out there laying on the ground. And when I got outside, I saw that frost on the ground. I was just like, Lord, help, Y'all, the Lord reminded me this morning, and so I'm reminding you. Holiness is not all that garbage that we made it. It's about giving to others, especially when it's inconvenient for you. In fact, I'm going to just be honest. There's this one preacher I had to unfollow because you preach holiness, holiness, holiness is right, but you don't ever give to nobody. And we love doing that. Holiness is right, shabbat, ha ha, and all of that stuff. But we're not living holy. We're not doing what holiness is. Because holiness calls you to give to other people. Holiness calls you to put yourself below and put somebody else in front of you so they can have, so they can be okay. We got this thing wrong. We got it all wrong. And we think, and then this is the crazy thing, we think we're going to heaven anyway. Because I put on some 3-piece suit, and I got a Dr. Seuss degree in theology, and I'm pastoring, or I'm a woman and I don't wear no makeup and I don't wear no pants and my skirt touching under my ankle, and that make me holy. No, it don't. No, it don't. Or because I go to a Pentecostal, charismatic, evangelical, non-denomination, whatever else type of holiness church there is. That's not what holiness is, y'all. And you can best believe God gonna hold us accountable. God gonna hold us accountable. Holiness is right. When the last time you gave to somebody? When the last time you made sure somebody had what they needed and knew that they couldn't pay you back? Because see, God said, I gave my son when I knew good and well. I knew good and well y'all couldn't pay me back. I knew good and well that y'all could not return the favor. But he said, I'm holy. The Lord describes himself as holy. But so what did he do in his holiness? He gave to people who were in need, people who were sinners, and wasn't, like I said, wasn't even studying him. But we holy. We holier than everybody else. We let somebody else tell it. We holy because we could prophesy. We holy because, like I said, we go to our services, online or in person. We holy because of how we dress. We holy, man, y'all. That ain't holiness. That ain't holiness. Holiness is loving other people and putting people before yourself. That's all. That's all. You got to do more than preach and holler at people and tell them that the death or wages of sin is death. You got to do more than that. Holiness is way more than that. Because a lot of us preaching that message, we going to find ourselves in hell too. Because when God put us in position to actually minister to others, which means to serve others, we didn't do that. Because see, our holiness didn't go that far. Didn't go that far. Like I said, God gave me a fresh awakening when I got up this morning. And I struggled to get out of the bed. And when I walked outside, he said, somebody outside right now, while you over here struggling, somebody outside laying on the cold ground with frost on it. If we're gonna be holy, let's be holy. If we gonna be all this stuff and put up our scriptures and stuff, if that's what we're gonna do, let's be that. Because if more of us would really actually live out the creed of holiness, things would be different. And we would have a bigger impact on the world. The fact that we don't is telling us that we're doing something wrong. The fact that we don't is telling us that we're doing something wrong. Y'all, we have gotten it all wrong. Y'all hear me? Holiness is more than your denomination and your dress code and your Shabbat, ha, 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 and all of that. Holiness is given to other people. That plain, that simple. God help us, y'all. God help us to get back to true holiness. God help us to get back to true holiness. And not this fake stuff that we've created. or something that we use as a means to measure one another and to walk in pride. God help us, y'all. It's cold out here. So again, like I said, we standing around the house now, finishing up the chili, and I'm finishing up the bags. I still got a couple of boxes of sleeping bags to unpack, but I got most of them unpacked. So I do thank you. Woo, it's cold out here, y'all. It's really cold. My hands are ice cold. And somebody slept in that last night. So I thank God that we're learning what holiness is. And we know that it's doing what we can for other people, especially those who can't do for themselves. Whew, y'all, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. But I sure thank God for y'all who've helped. And those of you who wanted to help financially and couldn't, thank God for those of you who prayed. But y'all, like I said, that was on my heart this morning. Let's understand what holiness really is. And you won't be preaching and hollering and stomping and all of that. Make sure you're doing the part that matters. Because anybody can get behind some old wooden desk and talk good and put on a show. But you ain't never giving to nobody else. That, y'all, I'm trying to be cool. But that makes me mad. Especially a lot of us preachers. Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. And you can't wait to go to somebody's revival and be preaching and stuff. But you ain't giving to nobody. The people serving you. Oh, you ought to love your neighbor. But you ain't checked on yours in 6 months. You don't even know your neighbor's name. Your real neighbor. The one that live beside you. And we ain't talking about no stranger you meet in the street. Because you don't even go out in the street to minister to nobody. But you live in holy. We got it backwards, y'all. And I know a lot of us saints ain't gonna like us. We don't like messages like this. Because see, it get real. And all the little petty stuff we think we doing and saying, and all the clothes that we wear in the name of holiness and modesty and all that stuff. There's a lot of modest dressed people going to hell too. There's a lot of modest dressed, suit wearing, skirt wearing, no makeup wearing, sack of potato people going to hell because you didn't do what God told you to do. Holiness is putting other people before you. If you love God, you'll do it. If you love others, you'll do it. And Jesus himself said, all of the law and all of the prophets hang on those two things. That's holiness, y'all. That is what holiness is. It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else. And I don't care what nobody else say. It is not anything else. Live holy, but you ain't never giving to nobody. You ain't never checking on anybody. But you got your pastor and first lady mask on. Away. My granddaddy and Johnny would say, away with you. Away. That ain't holiness. And it never had been, and it never will be. If we want to know what holiness is, go to John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave. He gave. But we so holy. Like I said, I had to unfollow. Let me tell y'all, I had to unfollow pastors and ministers because you want to get up on your platform and yeah. But you ain't doing nothing for nobody. But you living holy. And some of y'all know of people in need around you and you won't do anything about it. But you living holy. Let me go get these other gloves. Hold on. But you living holy though. And nobody And nobody better not tell you no different that you ain't. Y'all, we got this thing wrong. And the Lord, I'm telling y'all, the Lord reminding us. Because see, one day, we're going to stand before God. We're going to give an account. And God ain't interested in your denomination. He ain't interested in your little Dr. Seuss degree. He ain't interested in how many sermons you preached and revivals you went to. He's not interested. You know what he said? And now, I ain't telling you what I think, because it ain't my opinion. He said in Matthew 25. You know what the Lord said He's going to be interested in at the day of judgment? Did you help somebody else? Did you give to somebody else? Did you sacrifice for somebody else? Did you put somebody else before you? And y'all, it's a shame. But I know some sinners who give more than holy folks. It shouldn't be. There's sinners out there who understand holiness more than saved folks. God's going to hold us accountable. Like I said, God is going to hold us accountable, y'all. But as I said, and I'm going to say it again, I'm going to go so I can finish these bags. As I said, I thank God, first of all, for reminding me of that. And then I thank God when I walk out to the barn this morning, and as I walked across the ground and heard the crunching of the ice under my feet in early October. I thank God that today we'll know that we doing holiness, that they won't have to sleep on the naked ground. We'll know it. I thank God for y'all who helped. I love y'all. Y'all share this video. Like I said, I know it ain't charismatic and raw, but y'all, a lot of us need to be reminded of the fact that what we think is holiness ain't. And what is actually holiness, a lot of us ain't doing. So, thank you for being up early with me. I love you all. And let's continue to put others ahead of ourselves. That's the example that the Father gave us. And that's what holiness is. Giving to others who can't help themselves. Ooh, it's cold out here. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And y'all be blessed in the Lord.